Welcome to MassIVE.quant. This video will talk about submitting quantification reanalysis when you reanalyze the quantification data using offline analysis tools. You can use this instruction when you successfully reanalyze the public dataset from MassIVE, which means you use as input public spectra or any intermediate files already available in the dataset, and you generate new files for quantification and or statistical analysis using offline tools, which means Skyline, MaxQuant, or R package for statistical analysis. Also, you want to share your finding with the community by uploading your result and facilitating the reproducibility of the result. If this is your case, you can sum your result as reanalysis of the dataset. In this video, we use the one example reanalysis. The dataset called IPRD 2015 is available in MassIVE. We use the raw file or FASTA file from published dataset and use the MaxQuant for identification and quantification. And MaxQuant generates many different types of the dataset. Among them, we use the evidence.txt and protein group.txt for quantification. And we made a table describing the experiment design called annotation.csv, which include the MS run and condition and the biological information. For differential abundance analysis, we used MSStat, which is our package. MSStat takes the quantification result from the MaxQuant and annotation file and generate the testing result as a CSV file, and R script and the log file can record all the version and the analysis step and then parameter and so on. Last, we made the description file which include all the description about the data processing step and the statistical reanalysis. If all files are ready, there are two steps to submit your reanalysis to the dataset. First step is to upload your files to your MassIVE.quant database. If you're not familiar with, please check the video or documentation for how to upload your files to your MassIVE.quant database. If you finish to upload your files, then second step is run add reanalysis workflow on those files in MassIVE. Let's move on to the next step. Let's find our dataset first. So here I will type the MassIVE ID, then click search. And then this is the website for dataset IPRD 2015. And then here there are several buttons, and then here you can see add reanalysis button. Click this button. Then the web page for new workflow will show up. So here you can confirm that we're gonna use the add reanalysis result workflow. And then here you need to fill in the two boxes. One is a title and the other one is description. So species and instrument, the PTM is already imported from the original data set, so you don't need to touch about this one. So you can type the title. The title should be any of the 30 character. Now I fill in the title and description. So title should be title for reanalysis, which will show the other people in the community what is this reanalysis for. So I hope that you can write some meaningful title, and then description, also short description about your data processing or any kind of analysis you perform. And then let's move on to the next step. So next step is reanalysis of file selections. You should select all the files for your reanalysis by clicking any of select input file button. So let's click, and then it will pop up the new window for file selections. Next, the file selection pop-up window helps you browse your account to select the files you uploaded, as well as any other files you wish to attach for this reanalysis. So this is the pop-up window. The left side shows the your account data space, and then here is all the categories for file selections. There are two things you have to remember. The first one is you can check the original data set. For example, here you can find the IPRD 2015 dataset. It is automatically imported to your account. So if you click the plus button, and here you can see all the raw file is available from your account. Second, you can check the files or folder that you uploaded for your account. So here you can find your username, which shows your account, and under here there are several folders that I uploaded, and then especially this folder have all the files what I uploaded for this reanalysis. If you can see all the files, now you can ready to select the files to category. Now we can select the cut. Then you should select the valid reanalysis file in this step. This is the most important step for submitting the reanalysis. Please choose the preferred category for each files. If you're not sure which file go to which category, you have to check the documentations. Start. This is the MassIVE documentations. So under the MassIVE.quant, there are tables to show which file should go to which where. For example, the quantification widget should be output from the data processing tool, which include the quantification values. It doesn't matter the PSM level, transition level, or protein level, it should be the quantification widget. And then the metadata means information about the design of the experiment, the statistical analysis for quantified analysis, for example, the testing result from any statistical tools, kind of including the p-value or just p-value. The method and protocol show cut. The method and protocol cut. The method and protocol category is open format. Okay, cut. The method and the protocol category is for any open format files, which you can include R files or log file or TXT or XML file about the method, and then all the protocol ones. So you can save, cut. This is the MaxQuant documentation. So if you go to the MaxQuant and then click the Submit Quant Reanalysis, there is the table to show the meaning of each category. For example, the quantification result means output or the result from data processing tools, which include the quantification values. Metadata is for information about the experiment design, which include the condition, biological replicate, technical replicate, fractions, and so on. Third, the statistical analysis of the quantified analyzed category is for file, including the result of the statistical analysis, for example, including p-value or just p-value. And then you can see what the other categories for. So here's the table to show the example of the input and output using MSStat. For across any processing tools, any input, which means the quantification value files, should go to the quantification result, and annotation.csv, including the experiment design information, should go to the metadata, and then test result by MSStat go to the statistical analysis of the quantified analyzed section, and the log file, R script, and description, which include all the method, protocol, and parameter version to reproduce the analyze. You should go to the method and then protocol sections. And then if they some other tools generate their processing to specific files. It also shows it goes to which categories here. If you know which category should be selected for each file, let's just start. So let's just start for quantification result first. For quantification result for this reanalysis, evidence.txt, and then protein groups.txt. You can see now these two files selected and they highlight with the bluish one. And then we have to go up there and then click the quantification result button here. Then now you can see this two file is under this quantification result. Then let's go to the other one. So let's go to the annotation CSV. Click the annotation CSV, which should be in metadata section. So click metadata, and then now this is under the metadata. And then, okay, so here, test the result by MSStat file. This one should be statistical result section. So here's statistical analysis by quantified analyzed category. Select it. It goes to under here. Then the rest of them are script, and then description, and the log file is, they should go to the method and protocol. Here we go. Click the method and protocol button. Now all under the method and the protocols. So now, before we move on, at this moment we don't need to select the pick list. If you want to remove to select the files, click one here and then click this is minus, but to remove the pick list one, and then they can remove the files. So then click the finish select buttons. Now you can see multiple files selected in each categories. Let's move on to the next step. Next step is reanalysis container selections. Then what is the container? Reanalysis containers simply refer to the unique set of the data set that were reanalyzed. It can be only one or possibly more containers in the data set. Then the workflow attach your result to this container. This container means what you select. Any other reanalysis result attached to this same set of the data set will go to the same container, or any other user make their own container and then they can save their result separately. In this case, if you click the top-down button here, we already have 3 other containers, but this is for testing, so I just click the RMSP2481. Then this reanalysis will be saved under this container. If you want to make a new one, click New Reanalysis Container, and then you can make the title for new containers. Then, finally, you are ready to submit it. So it will show automatically your email. If you want to change it, you can change it. They're gonna send you, the MassIVE send you the notification this job is done, and then click submit. This page show the status of job. The job means add reanalysis job. This is running, and then it shows all the progress. You don't need to worry about it. Just wait and then just leave it. And then when this job is done, you will get an email notification. Then you can come back. And job is done. So now you can see done on the status, and then it will take the 9 minutes, and then every line with the green, which means good. And then here you can see which files are attached for this reanalysis. For example, here's a raw file, and then this is the quantification and the statistical analysis result, and the method and metadata for this reanalysis. And this reanalysis available in the dataset.